Evening, everybody. It's the Cryptid Huntress. I'm Jessica Jones. And man, do we have a really cool show for y'all tonight. And of course, I have been advertising all week that we're going to have MK Davis here with us. We're going to be talking about the Patterson-Gimlin film tonight. And today, unfortunately, MK had to postpone his appearance on the channel. And he's going to be here next week, hopefully. And he's out of town, actually, as a matter of fact. And so we're going to still discuss what we were going to talk about tonight a little bit, but I tweaked the show just a bit, y'all. And we have live boots on the ground field investigating going on tonight, right here live in our studio. And I have Mike Turnincasa here of MT Paranormal Life. He's out in the field with the cameraman crew tonight. And they are in Portage, Ohio, Portage County, Ohio, where all of the Bigfoot sightings have been, the meteor that fell through the sky. There's been some new deaths, some bodies that were found at that reservoir that we talked about last time he came on the show, and a lot of strange sonic booms and weird stuff going on in that county this past week. And he's live on location right now, and he is here with us in the studio tonight. And of course, I do have my good friend, Long Island Bigfoot Mike, who's friends with the other Mike, and he's going to be co-hosting with me on this show. We are going to talk about Patty just a bit tonight and that remote viewing data that I had 2 years ago, actually, when Barry and I did the show where I was tasked with the remote viewing target of the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot at Bluff Creek. And of course, we're going to talk about that tonight because there's some major controversy. I've been putting off talking about this. I was going to wait until MK Davis showed up to discuss that. But since he's not here tonight, we're going to talk about it anyways. And you'll hear my opinion. We'll go over the data, and we'll hear what Long Island Bigfoot Mike has to say about it. And I can't wait to get into the field with Mike Turnincasa of MT Paranormal Life out in Portage County, Ohio. And also, y'all know, not only are there Bigfoots in Ohio, but we also have Dogman sightings as well. That is a Dogman hotspot. And we're going to get into that a little bit tonight as well. So the remote viewing data is in my Patreon. If you guys would like to see that for the Patterson Patty creature, whether it be an animal, a forest person, or a man in a suit, we have the remote viewing data for this. And I find it quite fascinating. And I know, like I said, I think yesterday I said I was going to have a non-biased opinion on this, but I kind of am a little biased on it as well, because I have remote viewed it and I think I know what it is. Okay. But anyways, if you guys would like to check out the Cryptid Huntress, y'all please go over to my website, and you can find not all of my events. I have like 1 million events that I have not posted on my calendar yet, but go over there. They will be up there soon. But I will be speaking at the Georgia Bigfoot Conference in Tiger, Georgia on Saturday. So please come and see me there. It's going to be a wonderful event with some fantastic speakers there as well. It's actually that I realized that I had put the wrong address on there. It's actually 5312 Highway 441. I don't know how that 5 got on there, y'all. That's my fault. But it's in Tiger. Just look up Big Shoals Junction. Y'all find it. And come see us on Saturday. And also, we have the West Georgia Bigfoot Town Hall as well. That's going to be next month on April the 25th. I am one of the hosts of that. And of course, Dr. John Stamey and I are putting that together. And I already have a huge response from that. I thought it was going to be a small event, but it might end up being gigantic. Okay, so y'all please come and see me at that. If you have a Bigfoot encounter, a Dogman sighting, anything weird, y'all come out to that event. Tell us about it, and let's be friends. Okay, let's be friends, y'all. but anyways, that's going to be a wonderful event. So y'all come see me at that, and come fellowship. I'm going to have some of my teammates out there. We're going to have some cryptid researchers out there, as well as probably some local artists, some authors of cryptid books and stuff. It's just fantastic, y'all. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. All right. Also, like I said, I do have a Patreon. If you guys want to check out my data for that Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot, like I said, whether it's an animal, a man in a suit, a forest person, I don't know. We're going to go over that tonight. And I also have a shop on Etsy as well. Thank you guys so much for all your support. It means the world to me. Okay. All right. Well, we've got Mike out in the field tonight. So let's get to our show and not waste any time. Okay, so let's go over the Patterson-Gimlin film real quick. So the Patterson-Gimlin film is the most iconic modern-day film evidence of Bigfoot in the U.S. The footage was shot on October of 1967 in North Washington. I thought it was Northern California. It says Washington here. By filmmakers Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, who maintained over the years that the creature they caught on video was real and authentic. According to them, they were the only witnesses to this brief encounter with what they claimed was a Sasquatch. Now, some say the men were able to capture the film footage because they accompanied some hunters out there, and that were hired by a logging company in the area. But recently, claims from a currently released, not to the public yet, but a documentary have been made that the entire video was staged. It was a stage hoax, and a person was wearing a costume. And that's caused a huge divide within the cryptid community. And it's almost as bad as the flat earth debate. I think there's going to be some friendships lost over this one, y'all. I've already seen it on Facebook. I don't know about y'all, but I woke up the other day and I was like, not only was this going on, but I'm not even going to go there. It's just been a weird week, y'all. If you know, you know, it's been a weird week. So I had remote viewed this. It was given to me as a blind remote viewing target back in 2023. And on this episode, we have Long Island Bigfoot Mike here in the studio to discuss this film, the controversy of it, and the remote viewing data of the most iconic Bigfoot film in all of cryptid history. And of course, we have Mike Turnancasa here of MT Paranormal Life. He is in the field in Portage, Ohio, where a surge of Bigfoot sightings have occurred this past week, along with a meteorite, sonic boom, and more dead bodies found in that reservoir over there. So please help me welcome to the show tonight my good buddy, Mr. Long Island Bigfoot Mike. What's up, Mike? Muted Mike.
Hello.
Muted Mike. What's up, mute Mike?
Hey, so I didn't know I was first. I was.
You're first. Come on down. You're the first contestant.
Yeah, I move around a lot, so I always like take off my camera and my mic before I.
Oh man, I'm just glad you're here, Mike. Thank you for being here tonight.
Of course,
for sure.
Of course.
Well, why don't you got your opinions on this Patterson-Gimlin film and what people are saying about it today? And we're going to talk about that later tonight.
Yeah.
But first, we have our mutual friend here, Mr. Mike Turnancasa. He's with MT Paranormal Life. Mike is actually out in the field, y'all. He lives in northeastern Ohio, and he and the cameraman crew are out there tonight in the field. Please help me welcome to the show, Mr. Mike T of MT Paranormal Life. What's up, Mike?
What's going on? How's everybody?
I'm excellent. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
No problem. I was out here doing some further investigating with the cameraman, Jack. And I thought this would be a good chance, why not join and let everybody get a glimpse and talk about what's going on in Ohio?
Oh my gosh. Mike, I got to ask, what is going on in Ohio? But before you answer that, I want to thank William Nighthawk for that super sticker. Thank you, William Nighthawk, with Nighthawk High Strangeness Podcast. That is so sweet. Get her done, sis. Thank you. Get her done, William. And we're going to get her done tonight. Thank you so much. Mike T, you live in this area. I hit you up last week and I was like, what's going on with the Bigfoot sightings? What do you know? Why do you think they're happening? And what's going on where you are right now?
Well, I live in Portage County. Portage County's been the heart of all the recent sightings. So it's not really that strange, I guess you could say, sightings for like the cameraman and myself. But this has been kind of a serious kind of surge of sightings that people have been reporting, and that's not that common. So something's different is happening. So it's a good time to get out. Good time for us to get out and see if we can document anything.
Yeah. Now, I mean, is Cuyahoga in Portage County?
No, It's
No?
Cuyahoga's
Okay.
its own county. I'm just showing you this right now because as I'm sitting here, I'm just starting to get elevated EMF next to me. It's actually
Okay, so
I've been watching it.
this is what I wanted to bring up too. So something I always noticed is that when I would live stream, it would seem like activity would spike, and I don't think it's because of the somebody said to me once, oh, it's because the frequency of the live stream, it puts off a different frequency. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's actually the energies of all the people physically in the chat that are actually like coming along with and putting forth all their intent and good intent, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. And I think that helps quite a bit, you know. And I think we've done like side by sides and things like that have been productive, and you know, just something to think about, you know.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I know from the amount of time I've used my phone doing live streams with an EMF meter, you know, the phone will emit some EMF, a slight amount. It's kind of hit or miss, and usually have to get close to it, right? And where I'm sitting at now, my EMF meter is away from my arm reach on this log I'm sitting on, and it's getting higher and higher still. So that's really interesting to see that.
Yeah.
So something's either like getting the energy levels either rising from something like this overall energy like you're talking about from all of us, or you know, could even be in the environment here now.
Yeah,
You know,
Could
it
be.
just went dark.
I really
Yeah.
like that observation, Mike. LIB, y'all are both Mikes. So I got MT and LIB. And in LIB, that's a wonderful observation, actually. I've never thought of that because we are all collectively putting our energy towards where Mike is right now. And,
Yeah.
and so where MT Mike is. And so that would actually make sense. What a cool observation. I can appreciate
Well,
that.
that's what people used to always say. Oh, thank you so much for getting me out and taking me along. You know, it's nice to get out, and it's nice. And I would tell them, listen, you can actually do quite a bit for this. You know what I mean? You can actually contribute quite a bit. You know, from where you are through this channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Through literally through
collective.
channeling.
Sure can.
And it's worked, you know, it's worked in the past. You know, but yeah, as Mike was saying, the phone can emit certain things, like, but as you use that EMF, you start to learn like what's what, you know what I mean? Like if it is something like that, like you know that's what's picking it up or whatever, and it usually doesn't even mess with it that often. It's such a low level, you know.
Right. Yeah, you usually have to be really close proximity to the phone.
Yeah, because remember when we were doing that one next to the giant teepee? Like we were getting some crazy different things going on that time. You know, yeah, man, yeah.
See if I can unmute it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually going up. Let me take. Hey, Gene, thank you.
Oh yeah, I've watched it go up 3 milligauss since it's been sitting here.
Wow, that's a pretty good bid, actually.
Yeah, and it's just sitting over here right now. Like I said, I've got it away from me, away from my arm reach even, and I'm watching it, and it's still going up. So that's interesting.
So MT Mike, okay, how many Bigfoot sightings have there been this past week? And
well, at least
have you talked to anyone about them?
At least 7 that I've seen that were in. I think you had one of those up on the screen while we were waiting. I think you showed that one. Showed I think 4 or 5 of the sightings.
Yes.
And there were a few more. So I believe the last confirmed that are considered pretty authentic. It was 7, and that was over a course of about 4 to 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesday, this meteor came through the atmosphere right in our range. I think that was more like Cuyahoga County, right nearby here. And all this is just like, I don't know, it's strange, all these things, all this like attention seems to, like just coming out. Like over the past several years, the cameraman and I have been, through Portage County, a lot of areas. That's the heart of where we go. That's where we live. And I can't remember any increase like this many sightings coming up. So something weird is happening.
Well, I have them up on the screen. Oh, there's definitely something going on. Okay, let me go down the list real quick, Mike, MT, and we'll go over this. It says this is from Bigfoot Society, and that is a podcast. And I think his name is Jeremiah. I think I've talked to Jeremiah before. I'm pretty sure. And and he says in the last 4 days, Northeast Ohio has become the focal point of a massive coordinated movement of unidentified bipedal hominids. The Bigfoot Society has now documented 6 high credibility reports stretching from Mantua to Newton Falls. This is no longer just a series of isolated sightings; it's a migration. And let me go down the list right here because we have several. On March the 6th, at around 12:23 p.m. in Mantua Center, a 9-foot
pronounced Manaway.
Manaway. Okay, I'm pronouncing it wrong.
That's okay.
It looks like Mantua. Manaway. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Mantua.
I also MT. I also say Vienna, not Vienna. Okay, so
however you want on that one. That one's up for debate.
That one's up for debate.
Yeah. Sure is.
LIB has no idea what I'm saying right now. It's a whole new language for him.
Yeah.
Okay. But what'd you say? Manawa?
Manaway.
Manaway Center, 9-foot tall brown male observed by a MTCR researcher, high situational awareness.
I just heard a loud yell.
Did you?
Yep. I wonder if the cameraman heard that. Hey, cameraman, did you just hear that loud yell this way?
We are
That was
live.
a scream.
Boots on the ground, y'all. We are boots on the ground tonight. Out in Portage, Ohio, Portage County. Okay, on March the 7th, in Mantua, we had an 8-foot tall brown hominid, auditory grunts with a forest hush. That means, I'm assuming that means where it goes silent. I've had that plenty of times. Muddy tracks located. So they had tracks. On March the 9th, around 10:20 a.m., in Garrettsville, there was an 8-foot tall black hominoid of some sort. And they said its shift in coloration noted, subject was stationary. On March the 9th, around 11:47 a.m. It's interesting. A lot of these are in the morning or the daytime. At Headwaters Trail, there was a 10-foot tall black Bigfoot, high detail slit light gait and torso pivot rotation. That would be kind of like the Patterson video, I think. On March the 9th at 6 p.m.
Torso pivot.
Yeah, there was a 6-foot tall brown one observed by a skeptic, noted for impossibly long stride. And on March the 10th at 4 a.m. in the Newton Township, there was a 10-foot tall black shadow, which crossed into Trimble County. German Shepherd was shaking with fear. So super interesting. That's a lot of pretty good sightings, but I think these were all reported to Bigfoot Society. As a matter of fact, I did look up on the BFRO website. None of those were reported to BFRO, I don't think.
No,
but I've never reported mine to BFRO either.
Well, BFRO, I like going back to when I started, going out in the field and stuff. I had something happen to me, and I was, really struggling to find people around me who I could talk to. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to reach to. I was reaching out to people, and somebody suggested that, and they kind of wrote me off because of the lack of previous data from that area. Now, then I was picked up by a New York Bigfoot Society. They took me in under their wing, which was, Gary Hootenholler and Kenny W. Irish, and they're the founders. But we all have regions. Jeremiah Fountain, we all have regions within. We all have regions within. There's a lot more names that you'd recognize, but we all have regions that we cover that we do similar things like that in New York, where if somebody has an encounter, situation, whatever, they want someone to come check out their property or come talk to them or listen to them or whatever. We come kind of, we'll go and do those things. So my area is kind of southern New York, obviously, right? So I cover pretty much anything from the Catskills down. I've traveled further because other people can't, but like we used to have a guy named Joe who did Western New York Bigfoot. He was a Western guy and he passed away, so we have to pick up slack on that. But the point being, damn, where was I going with this? After I started to get some traction and whatnot, then BFRO had reached back out to me and wanted to get my spots, which I thought was interesting. After it was like you wrote me off, made me feel alone to the point where I almost gave up and called myself insane, and left.
I do that every day.
And
to
then,
be honest.
and then
I do
want
that.
to come back to me later when there's like more factual based things like to go off of, and these people get very, very, very intrusive about location, which is not a good thing. Like, it's not a good thing. Like I know someone, you know that video of the Sasquatch looking through the face, face looking through the kitchen window. It's a very clear
Yes.
face. There's a few snapshots of it. You know which one I'm talking about?
I do. Yeah.
So that man, Steven, I won't even go into his last name, whatever, right? So I know him very well, right? I haven't spoken to him in a long time because he went so far off of grid, because after those were put out and leaked and passed around, people from everywhere flocked to his property and flocked to his area.
Oh, yeah, that's dangerous.
And I mean, but they were posting up on all over the place around him, and he was very uncomfortable with it. He really did not like it, so he ended up moving very, very far, far up into the wilderness. But
he went to go hermit. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. It does get overwhelming, and that's why we like to keep our Bigfoots protected. And so, there's not gatekeeping going on potentially, but maybe protection of some of the Bigfoots. Sometimes.
Absolutely. Somebody said to me in the comments the other day, I like how you wait to post your videos. I like how you offset the times. And that's something I do. If I live stream, fine. Something happens. But like, if something happens, like if I video, like say like the white Sasquatch video, for instance, I waited before I posted that because I don't want to post it right away and then somebody go and piggyback and go there and mess with that individual, right? You know what I mean? So like, that's a respect I have for these forest creatures, But yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was going to ask Mike T while he's here, because I know he's going to go off and do an investigation here in just a minute.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to Mike as much as I can. Mike T. And what's up, Flat Rock? I see you in here. Moon at Noon. Thank you for that super sticker too, by the way. I appreciate you. But Mike T, it looks like you're freaked out. Somebody in this chat said it looks like Mike's freaked out. Are you hearing anything? What's going on over there?
Well, Jack heard that same scream that I heard. And he's experiencing some other strange things. So I think pretty soon here I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and go mobile so you guys can see what's going on. And then also I'm almost up to 5 milligauss now, and I'm red. So I'm getting electromagnetic energy that has been increasing. I think I was only about 2 when we started, not even 2.
So slow.
What are you
Train.
running it on, RF or?
No, it's on milligauss on magnetic energy. I've got
Okay,
all three
so-
ranges, but I'm
Yeah.
just focusing on the milligauss right now.
Non-weighted or weighted?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's
It
not really
doesn't
showing a direction. You know, it's not
doesn't
really giving
really
me a
matter.
pole.
It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's not giving me a pole on this one.
Yeah.
Mike T. Okay, so we've talked about the Bigfoots out there, but there was something else that happened. A meteor came through, and that's really odd. What do you what is your take on this meteor that came through? And do you think it's connected to the Bigfoot sightings?
Well, I heard it, but I didn't see it, and I didn't know what it was. I just, I'm kind of accustomed to just hearing strange sounds around, that come from the city and stuff like that around here. So, but then I learned that apparently at like 40 some thousand miles an hour, this 6-foot meteor come through the atmosphere and sonic boomed, and they heard it across almost the whole state, I think. And then the NASA, the guy I saw that talked about it from was working with NASA, said that they studied it or they were watching it, and it pretty much just disintegrated. They said there might have been some residual or residue pieces that might have made it to the surface, but for the most part, they felt that it was all gone.
Wow. And so that a lot of people in Cleveland saw that, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, but you guys said you saw it all over the state.
I think they heard it, and most people have seen it. If you look any social media platform and look up the Ohio meteor, you could see how many people caught it in their videos, and just random cameras. Looked like just a big star flash or something. It was pretty crazy. It looked pretty crazy. I didn't get to see it at the time, but looking at the videos, it looked like pretty interesting to see. But I think
Really
everybody heard
interesting.
it pretty much.
Yeah, I've got an article pulled up here. It says a rare daytime fireball burst to life in the skies of our Midwest in the morning of March 17th, creating a loud sonic boom that rattled houses as the meteor arched earthward towards fracturing over northern Ohio with a force of 250 tons of TNT. Now the hunt is on to find the precious shards. Man, I have some meteorite jewelry, and it's my favorite, actually.
What did it hit? Well, it's odd, the stuff that I'm holding too. It's odd. But anyway, yeah. So, what did it hit? Because that's
they said that it disintegrated, and there might have been some. They said there might have been some pieces that might have made it to the surface, but it wasn't much, is what they, I guess, like the guy I saw was somebody who was working with NASA that was watching it, that did an interview, and what it sounded like was there might have been some little pieces that might have made it to the surface, but they think it mostly just disintegrated.
Yeah.
Man, I want this guy's job. That guy, he's a fireball reporter.
There was
what?
there was a scenario where I was with MT in the woods, and we were filming, and we're on a trail, and he's to the left. We're facing off trail the same way. We're looking off the same way, and he's about 20, 20, I don't know, whatever, 10 yards, maybe 20 feet to my left. And I hear something out in front of me. And I'm like, did you hear that? I'm like, I'm gonna go out here and check it out, or whatever, or however it went down. And all of a sudden you hear clank. And it's like, what the hell was that? And I'm like, what was it? He's like, did you hear that? I said, yeah, it sounded like ceramic, or like glass, or like a ceramic something. So it actually, something dropped something like right from about a few feet up, dropped it right at his foot, like a slate rock, and just dropped it right at his foot. And it came out of thin air and just bloop, dropped right on him.
Whoa, cool. It looks like
that was something, man. I happen to be recording too, so that's in that video. The whole thing, you can hear it. You can hear that rock land right next to me.
We're both recording, so there's actually two angles of it too, and that's a beautiful thing. You know, really, it's a really beautiful thing. But yeah, that was a
Oh yeah,
really
that was a
cool
great time, man.
Yeah, it was a good situation. You know, weird night. We definitely had helicopters with us the whole night, and a bunch of. But anyway, let's see
Oh,
what you're
no.
doing out there.
Look, I want to give an apology. Flat Rock, I did not mean to put you in a timeout. Did I do that? I did not mean to do that, y'all. Okay. Flat Rock, come back. I'm so sorry. I love you, Flat Rock. I would never do that to you. Okay. And
We were just talking about you, a flat rock.
That was a mistake if that happened. Somebody just texted me. They're like, do you mean to put Flat Rock in a timeout? I'm sorry, y'all. It has been one of those weeks, man. It's been one of those weeks.
Listen, and, it's not just you. It's been
glad the Flat Rock's here.
It's been insanity. Oh, so what I wanted to, what I was gonna go on a tangent before. And I could not if you want me to.
What is your tangent? Let's hear it, Mike.
It's gonna go. Well, you know how I was mentioning how I offset like my videos to preserve different things, like Sasquatch and their families and where they are and situations and findings, you know, things to that effect. Even like that reel to reel that we found in Camp Hero, like I would never pinpoint where I found that. Now, if I had a remote viewing skill like yourself and I was able to locate certain information, I think I would keep that information like to a minimum and share it to the extent, you know, the extent that you share it at is pretty brave, I think. And I think that that's about as far as I would take it, or anybody should take it.
Yeah.
But for anybody to ask for anybody to just pinpoint that shit, because you know, otherwise it's not a real deal situation, is a bunch of bullshit in my opinion.
I know what you're
think
talking about. I know where you're going with this, Mike. I know.
And
the audience is not familiar with this probably, and I
probably
purposely not just addressed this yet. And
okay, so maybe I'll just shut up because I'm gonna go off the rails. Because like
I'll address it. I'll address it. But first I want to ask. I want to ask you. I know a lot of my friends are a little heated over something that happened this week. Okay, it has to do with someone that I've always looked up to and always promoted on my channel. He had a lot of really harsh words about me this week for no reason, except for whatever. I don't know. So I will no longer be supporting that channel.
I don't know why I supported it in the first place, but anyway.
I know. We'll talk about it. But I first want to ask Mike, MT, what were the levels rising again on your device there? What just happened?
Yeah, I'm like a constant like 5 milligauss right now. I don't know how well you could see that.
So let's just put it like this: 5 milligauss. You know, if you guys remember that show, where they went out in Utah or whatever, and they were up on the Skinwalker Ranch. Those guys, when they were getting to like 4s and 5s and 6, they were leaving. They were like ready to run and leave because of those levels.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I mean,
I never run.
Yeah, I'm right. You know, but I'm saying they were like, so these are dangerous. Now, MT and I, you know, we've seen 13s and 15s and shit. You know, shit that you're not supposed. It shouldn't exist. You know what I mean?
I've got a story for you about that, about milligauss readings that shouldn't exist. I'll tell you about when you're done.
No, go for it. I'm always done. I'll babble all day, or I'll shut up in a minute. So go for it.
No, when you were talking about that, you reminded me of an experience that I was recording, of course, and this was over in Portage County at a place we call the Pines during the daytime. And I had a spike that started, and I started showing it, you know, like in my hand on the camera, and I was getting like 10 to 12 milligauss, and then I got a continual spike, and I saw it reach 5,000 milligauss, and then the meter went dead.
What? That is crazy.
Yeah, I just had something thrown right next to me.
Did you hear that? Jack just had something thrown at him.
After I
Oh,
just said Mike had
I
something
copied
thrown
that.
at
I'm
his
heading down
foot.
there.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
the
the
cameraman
audience,
just had something thrown at him down here.
okay, so for the audience, we are doing anyone who just tuned in live. We have Mike Turnancasa here live in northeastern Ohio, in Portage County, Ohio, where all these Bigfoot sightings have been. He's doing a live investigation here on the channel tonight, and he's out there with the cameraman crew. If you guys are familiar with the cameraman crew on YouTube, they're a bunch of boots on the ground field investigators, and we have the privilege of having them here live tonight, looking out for cryptids, Bigfoot, and we've been talking about that meteor that came through. And also, I wanted to talk to you tonight also too, Mike, about those bodies that were found at the reservoir.
Yeah, that was something. The ones that I was reporting on before were from the past, and I just so happened to take some interest in investigating the area where they recovered the remains. And exactly about that same time was right at I think that was on the 7th or 8th, right when all the Bigfoot sightings started. I just heard a knock. I don't know if that was Jack. Hang on. Hey, was that you that just knocked?
That was me. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, false alarm. Okay, so I just started getting into the history about the Berlin Reservoir and the amount of bodies that have been recovered, which an unfortunate statistic about that Berlin Reservoir is that they've recovered a lot of remains. And I went there, did a little research, did some investigating with some devices where they recovered the one body. And then I think the day or two after that, more sightings come through, and they found another body in the Berlin Reservoir.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wow.
But
Well,
they didn't have any information. They said that the coroner was still examining the remains, and I don't think there's been a determination yet. The reservoir just melted, and so I don't know, there's speculation about whether the body, because they recovered it in the reservoir. So not sure if it was under the ice or if it just got put there, but still waiting to hear back to find out more about it.
Wow.
There's a
It just
chopper
seems-
above us, or a
Oh,
plane.
helicopter?
It's a plane.
Plane.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you hear it, you know what it is.
MT, it just sounds like a whole lot of stuff going on this past week. I mean, the energies have been weird, okay, in my life and a lot of people's lives. Like something is just really ramped up. The energies have ramped up a lot.
Yep.
And so I wonder if that has anything to do with what's going on right now.
I don't know. This is a whole lot of more strange things for this part of Ohio that, we've been documenting for the past few years here. And something weird's happening now. Something a little different than usual.
It is, man. This is so cool getting a live field investigation on the Cryptid Hunters channel tonight with MT Paranormal Life and the cameraman crew out there. And yeah, this is something that doesn't happen. This has never happened before, actually, on our channel.
Wow.
So, how cool. Now, what are those lights over there? Now, is that a bug or is the cameraman crew down
The camera, Jack is over there. So if you saw those lights, that was Jack over there.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out where he's at and how I get to him.
Is this a place that you've researched before, Mike?
Yeah, this is a place that we call Claim 2. It's in Portage County.
Okay.
Portage County.
I know. I've been to Claim 2. I know. Okay, so now I know exactly where you are at Claim 2
There you go.
at this point.
I saw that light.
So this is where.
Doggone it.
So when I went to Claim 2, I told Jack I wouldn't go anywhere else. I said I would go here all the time because it's just there was so much that happened within a short period of time, and there was so much evidence leading to the fact that it's a heavily traveled area. Very, very heavily traveled area.
Well, what do you guys think about the theory that the Bigfoots are coming through there because they're migrating right now? Do you guys agree with that?
I don't know. What do you think, Jack? What do you think about the word about the Bigfoot's migrating is why there's so much activity through here?
Bigfoot's migrating? I don't think they'll migrate through Ohio. I think they know a spot that they want to go in Ohio. And that's where they go.
There's multiple spots, I think. You know what I mean? But they have multiple spots, but there's that claim too where you're at, they're posted up. There's
Absolutely.
There's always action. Like they're not, you know.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I have got the strangest light popped up in the forest here.
Yeah.
It grew and I filmed it. Filmed it, started walking towards it, and it got real small and disappeared.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Orb? I don't know.
Wonder how. Let me check the meter right now while we're talking about this. See how it's going.
That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe an orb.
Well,
It's reduced a little bit. I'm getting a little bit lower rating now, so it's come down, but it's still elevated. Under normal conditions, usually you're not picking up any milligauss. You know, the meter doesn't pick up any, just, normally. So the fact that I'm still getting about 3.5 to 4 is kind of strange, but it's coming down compared to what it was.
there was a time.
Definitely. That scream was wicked.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I kind of I jumped out of my seat when I heard that and told them because didn't sound human,
Yeah,
whatever it was.
It sounded like I'm thinking like a
Banshee.
scary, girlish, kind of evil.
Yeah, that really, my hairs perked up when I heard that, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's what I said. The hair on my neck stood up. I was like, what was that? That light was strange. Wait until you see that.
This area, we've been back in here a lot. This is a strange area.
Yeah, this is where we got some of that strange activity.
I can, we can go back on mute unless you just want to keep us going.
Okay.
Man, I'm loving this. The audience is loving this right now. We've got a great crowd in here tonight watching you guys. Because we talk about our boots on the ground field research so often, but we don't take everybody out with us to the field. So this is a treat and a half right now. Now, MT, how many people do you guys have out in the field with you right now?
It's just the two of us.
Just the two of y'all. That's fantastic.
Sometimes it's more. There's just sometimes they have more people, but
Yeah. Yeah, T-Mac sometimes will come along, or Trapper.
Corey said, wait until you get growled at by an orb. I have been growled at by an orb, actually.
Yeah.
It turned into a Bigfoot.
I'm actually going to do a knock over here. See if we get anything back.
Man.
Get my trusty tree knocker out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
do a
see.
knock over
Let
here.
the audience. I would love for the audience to hear what a tree knock sounds like, Mike.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, getting some feedback. This is weird. So that sounds like a gunshot.
Your knock.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna do 2. That was Jack.
That was Jack.
There's some gunshots from somewhere. I wish those were knockbacks like that.
Mike, are you guys
Oh.
on like at a national park?
No,
No.
I just heard something sounded like hit the ground over here. There was a distinct thud hitting the leaves.
Yeah, that I know. I recognize the spot you're in, and that's
Yeah.
So if you from where you park and you walk in a couple miles or whatever, you guys are on the right side, right? If you were coming in, you're on the right side.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right. From it depends on how you go in, I guess. I'm not sure which way
Yeah.
the cameraman
Oh
took you
yeah,
in, but
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
it could be it could be left or it could be right.
It's just a little more open than the other side. But it was a really good area
Now,
overall.
I brought this comment up, Mike, MT. Taki Yasha says, I think there must be a lot of Appalachian cavern entrances and natural portals in Ohio that I guess Bigfoot, like specifically, all of Appalachia has that, but they really like Ohio for some reason. Now, you are in the Appalachians, right?
I think so. I'm not sure on that. I don't really want to say yes for sure, but
Maybe we'll see if we can pull up.
that's something I've never actually. I don't think I've ever known if we are.
I know
about that.
I know there.
You might have to look that one up.
Yes, I'm gonna look it up.
I know we did in Portage County here. We did where the cameraman captured that portal. I'm pretty sure you've seen that.
You showed that on my show. Well, we had
Yeah.
that one you showed on my show that night.
Yeah,
Of
over 1,000 degrees on the thermal.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm actually looking at a map. I can't show this map if you guys want to see it, but it looks like the Appalachians are.
Did you say something?
Yeah, I guess it covers Ohio.
Jack,
It's,
did you just say something? Okay. All right. I heard a voice and it was Jack's, like I thought. Just making sure.
Ohio is technically not part of the Appalachians. Technically not.
Yeah. I wasn't quite sure. That's why,
Sure,
if it is, it's news to me, but it's not. So
Right. It's just north of the Appalachians, but let's see. I can share my screen for just a second.
it's really quiet.
I'm going to share this briefly for you guys. Ohio is right there where it says states. Okay, so the Appalachians are just below that. All right, so we're going to stop sharing. But yeah, this is just fascinating. I know like I said, the audience is loving this tonight, and so am I. So am I.
Good.
You've got great coverage out there. You know, my internet never works out in the field, Mike, like this. You must have Starlink.
No, I've got T-Mobile.
Yeah, it depends where you're at. It depends where you're at.
Oh man.
This is a good. This does have good signal.
Takiyasha says Ohio is 100% part of Appalachian. So I guess it is. Must be. It did look like it was on the map. It actually did. The first map that I looked at before I pulled it up, it looked like it was in the Appalachians. So
I haven't seen any eyes or anything yet. It's really calm.
thank you,
Quiet.
Still City. Still City Stacker says it's in the Appalachian Plateau. Thank you so much, y'all. Scared Silly says 4 of my favorite researchers, LIB, Jessica, Jack, and Mike. Love y'all. We love you too.
We're
Thank
all
you.
together in one stream.
We're all together in one stream. 2 of us online, and well, I guess we're all online, basically. 2 are boots on the ground tonight. And like I said, this is a treat. Yeah, you know, that was actually one of the Jose, that's one of the reports out of Ohio was that it went silent and there was that mute, the deafness, you know, and that happens whenever a big predator is in the area.
Those sounded like knocks. Hey, did you hear that? Was that knocks or were those more shots? Yep, that's what it sounded like. Just got 2 knocks that snuck in. They didn't sound too far away either. But it was that way. Let's knock back. I'm going to send 2 more knocks that way because that actually kind of copied the 2 I sent out before. You out there? Give me a sign. Throw something. That was a gunshot.
Mike, do you think there's people out there hunting the Bigfoots now that they've made national news?
I sure hope not.
I don't. I don't. I don't know if they would. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's. I'm sure maybe there's. It's a possibility, but you'd have to be pretty dumb to just to just be a guy or a couple of guys that go to hunt them, because you're not coming back from that mission. Like you better bring Delta Squad. You know what I mean?
That's kind of like knocks and gunshots.
Well, a lot of people don't know. Listen, back in the 1800s, there were a lot of hunting parties that went out looking for Bigfoot and wild men, and some of them didn't come back. Their body parts came back, but not their whole bodies.
Right. Yeah. Well, the Maori, I believe they are, right? From
I'm hesitant to keep going back farther over on that side.
So the Maori tribe in New Zealand.
Yeah.
They're like, you ever seen them like on the soccer team? And before the game, they do like a ritualistic dance where they like.
That's not soccer. That's rugby. That's my sport.
But
that's
you get my drift.
That was the New Zealand All Blacks.
Absolutely. Okay, right. So, well, you get my drift, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, you don't mess with them.
Okay, so one of the family members who wasn't 100%. He wasn't 100%, but his family is. So they told him, way back when, the way that this all came about, this intimidation factor against their enemy, it was used in war because they were so outnumbered by people, the enemy, that they would try to intimidate them with these types of dances and rituals and face paintings and like tongues hanging out, and they would even bite the enemy. They would rip their limbs off after they like would like at the end of war they would do like certain they would do like very like horrible things to them, to the point where it would instill fear and pass through the ranks and pass around throughout others, other people and other cultures and everything, even though they're a small group. Like, do not mess with them, you know what I mean? Because they will do this, you know what I mean? If they catch you, they will, you know what I mean? If they get their hands on you, if they catch, you know what I'm saying? So, and that was something that now, is that how it started for sure? I'm just telling you a story I heard. I'm not a historian. I'm just telling you a story I heard. And they learned that from their war with the Bigfoots, because the Bigfoot did that to them.
Yeah. Bigfoot Dwarf says, I like the tree branch wedged in the forked tree there, Mike. I don't know if you see that over there.
Take a peek.
Yeah.
Thank you, Norse Oscar. That's what I said. It's rugby. That's my sport. I played rugby for my college.
Well, they do it in all sports. They do it in all sports. I just meant,
Looks like there's one on the other side too.
I was just giving an example.
Nice.
There was actually Ohio is the first place I've ever seen a a full-blown tree actually
He is football.
ripped out of the
Thank
ground
you, Jojo.
and or ripped out and slammed upside down. And it was ice. The ground was ice, like ice frozen. You can't even, you know what I mean? You can't get like if you hit it with a pickaxe, you couldn't have got it in there. But somehow there was an entire.
You know what, Bigfoot Dwarf? This is almost actually. I'm going to say it. I love your GTA lives, but this is really good too. I gotta say. And he says, Bigfoot Dwarf says, to the left, Mike, to the left.
Oh boy.
Take it
To
easy,
the left.
Beyonce. Take it
What
easy,
point did he say
Beyonce.
that?
He said it was only 2 minutes, it was
Beyonce
2 minutes ago.
Jones.
Beyonce Jones.
To the left, to the left.
Beyonce LAB. That's funny. That was 2 minutes ago, so it was a while ago. But
Yeah.
Everything is in the tree with the fork to the left.
hey, Sovereign Cosmic Wildman, we missed you on Monday. We could have used you in the chat when I played a video of a guy farting by accident. Okay. So Sovereign, you're fired. You should have
Oh,
been here.
that's what happened? I thought it was something so much worse. Like,
Oh no, it was just a guy that farted.
was that
played the
was
wrong
that the
clip.
day you tried to show the TikTok video and something happened?
Yeah. I
Oh.
played the wrong clip.
I thought you played like a nude video or something.
It
Of
was
like,
not nude. It was gas. It was gas.
because I missed it. I was there and I missed it.
Summer says Wu-Tang affiliated rapper Killa Priest had a possible Bigfoot encounter in Ohio. He talked about it on his podcast one time. Oh, guess what? We may have big homie CC coming on the Cryptid Hunters channel, y'all. Stay tuned. I see a flashlight over there. It looks like a cameraman.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the cameraman.
Yeah. Protect your neck.
That's where I had my sighting was in Portage County here over at the West Branch Park. That's where I seen.
Okay,
that
West
thing I
Branch,
seen.
right? I didn't want to bring up West Branch because I didn't want to give away any areas, but there's a couple out there that are just really like interesting. I never went to West Branch myself, but there's just so many spots. It's insane.
How's it going?
It's like that anywhere and everywhere, though. You know, it's there's so much ground to cover. But
Mike T, what about looking up in the trees? You guys ever look up for dogmen potentially? I was told to always look up just in case there's something hiding up tall, like up high in the tree.
Yeah, I try to look up as I probably don't do it that often, but I get a lot of messages that come through on my Transcend Theory that kind of give me the up kind of message.
Do you have that device with you tonight? Are you using that?
I'm not using it tonight.
Cool.
Maybe. Oh, did you hear that? That was a whoop. Oh, yeah. Right over there. It went whoop. Hopefully y'all heard that.
I'm going to do a whoop back.
Good.
3, 2.
Whoop! That one sounded, it was like it was all soft and cute. It was like whoop, whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was cool.
Colleen, I played rugby at Georgia Southern University. If you're wondering, I went to college. I went to 2 colleges. Georgia State University as well.
Played rugby, huh?
I did. I played for my college.
Damn.
Takiyasha says, I know someone in Ohio who saw a juvenile Bigfoot in a tree before it jumped down and ran. Cool.
They are. Listen, I'll tell you like this. I've visited a lot of places.
It's not a good view.
A lot of places. I've never seen a place like in Ohio where they don't give a flying shit about leaving footprints behind. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you've seen the
But it must be something
video
else too, though.
from
It's
the
gotta be
pines,
something else too.
the footprints that we found on the sand. Those
Mhm.
are the most insane footprints I've ever seen. Those were crazy. Full toes, full feet. You could see the stride all the way to the water.
Cuyahoga?
No, that was in Portage here. That was at the
Because
pines.
I found one in the river. I found one in a creek at Cuyahoga too, and then I was with Trapper, and by the time we got down there, it was kind of like the from us stepping on the ice and stuff, the water started running a little bit, and it started to make it fade away. But you could still clearly see it was it was there, but it was it was a big one.
Yeah, we have Mike T's YouTube channel in the chat right now. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you putting that in there. All my moderators, thank y'all so much for being here tonight. We are live in northeastern Ohio in Portage County tonight. For anyone who just tuned in, we are with Mike Turnacasa, and the cameraman over in the woods, doing a live field investigation where all of the Bigfoot surge sightings have been this past week. But Mike's YouTube channel is right here in the chat. You guys go click on that and please subscribe. And and man, we're gonna have to do this again.
They do this all the time, guys. Like, if you guys thought I was consistent, they're out there all the time, and they have a lot of great people in the chat. It's very interactive. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good people.
Yeah, that whoop came from over here.
Is my mic on or am I talking?
Right here.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right. Sorry, I'm eating ice cream, so that's why my
BMO Creative. So let me read this comment. So from what I've seen, the new Patty documentary is fake. All right, we're gonna address that. Actually, I have not seen that documentary. We're gonna talk about that tonight a little bit.
Another documentary.
It's why everybody's saying that. Well, not everybody. Some people are claiming that the
Patterson that white
film
orb
is faked.
Of course they are, because it's just something else. You know what I mean? Like,
it's more controversy.
It's just more shit. Me and Browndorf makes fun of me all the time because he's like, because I'm like, he'll be like, sorry, sorry, LIB, we're gonna talk about Patty again, because like, I mean, all right, now I have mixed emotions on it, but it's like an ongoing joke because I have mixed emotions on it because it's one of the most, if not the most important moment, right, in history. But
Cryptid film history, yes, for
sure. But we need to also move forward and work together on like, the next thing.
The next thing.
Because you're not always gonna Patty. The reason they want you to see Patty is because they want you to see a Bigfoot in the open, and that's not the way it works. That's not how it works.
Well, I have some thoughts on all that. We're gonna talk about that in just a little bit before we go tonight. And I mean, we could probably watch Mike all night. I love this. I love being out in the woods. And Leisha Fox says, I'm on the way driving, and I think I'm a few minutes behind the live broadcast. MT probably already knows this since he's from Portage County. I lived in how do you pronounce that again? Mantua?
Manaway.
Man, I tell you what is that other town? It's like Hanobi. It's spelled Hanobia. It's
Cuyahoga.
Spelled. Okay.
Cuyahoga.
Okay, but she saw what looked like a dog man.
Mm-hmm.
Leisha, I have no doubt you probably saw a dog man. We have covered plenty of dog men out of Ohio,
Listen,
including the digging dog man.
That's what I was getting at earlier. Is when I went to claim 2 with Jack. It was the first place we went, and I think we were tracking a dogman. Because we were tracking deer prints and we were tracking footprints, and the area they're in now, I think there was Bigfoot in that area, but the first area we were in on the other side, like it looked like dogmen were tracking deer.
Cool.
And like
Colleen?
openly, just not giving a shit. And
Um,
it was freshly snowing too, which really helped us in a sense, you know what I mean?
Colleen said, not much foliage out there. So different out here in Oregon. Yes. Yeah, it's still, we're just now getting some leaves and flowers down here in the South, down in Georgia. The weather has been bipolar, to say the least. So it gets warm, and then the cold will come in and wipe it all out. But
Yeah,
we're getting
everything's bare right now. There's no leaves anywhere. See, there they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
That is
weird.
so
What the hell was that?
Was that not you? It sounded like
Did
a
you hear
laugh.
that? It sounded like, I don't know what it was, stuttering or something. It kind of went boom, boom.
It sounded like a laugh to me, but I don't know if that was y'all.
And I heard like a ding ding afterwards.
Ding,
like
ding. Yeah, it kind of like, I could hear maybe where you think it sounded like a laugh, because it was like, whoop, whoop, like something like a chuckle in the way it kind of like pulsed. But it was kind of louder. To me, it sounded pretty loud. It wasn't like, I mean, if that was some kind of a chuckle, then I'd be scared to see what it was. But this is where that whoop I heard came from. And a little while ago, I swear I seen that same white thing Jack was talking about.
He described an orb, is what it sounded like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
No, I'll tell you what I think he described. I mean, I shouldn't say no, because we don't know. We don't know. It could have been an orb. It could have been an orb. But if there is something that is like, there's portals everywhere, right? Portals open and close, correct? So if he was looking at something large and then it kind of imploded on itself to the point where it got small and disappeared, what if it was something that was kind of just went through and he was seeing the tail end of that door closing?
Wow. Very, very interesting. I was actually watching a video of something that Scott Carpenter had put out a while back, and it was of a portal. It looked like a portal and a creature coming through it. I mean, coming towards him out of a portal. It was really interesting. He had some really wonderful footage, and I think there's a whole lot more that we could definitely look into.
He's another one that didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, my team has actually recorded on video on FLIR, like what we believe might be a portal actually out in the meadow. So, I think it's amazing all this portal and orb disclosure is coming out right now. Because back in the day, I felt like I might have been the only one talking about it. Okay, as far as cryptid field research goes, our team was pretty much we were some of the only people I'd known talking about it back then.
No, look, listen, like field research and this subject takes you on a wild ride. One day you think you know some shit, the next day you don't. And with that, I think you need to man up and say, hey, I said this, and you know what? I don't think so much anymore. This is the point I'm at this point. But like, to say something is like demonic and the devil, and and you're a Christian, and then they're Nephilim, and then they're godlike, and then they're portals. They come through portals and they're paranormal, and next thing they know, they're like the stupidest animals in the world, and they sit on this porch and eat dog food. And I didn't watch a
It's
lot,
all of it.
but I
It's
was
all of it,
very
Mike.
I was very confused by it all. So I didn't watch a lot.
It is confusing.
Yeah.
It's very confusing. And I wanted to address something. Like, I know we're watching Mike right now out in the field. For people who just tuned in, we are in Portage County, Ohio tonight with Mike Turnincasa and the cameraman of MT Paranormal Live. And
Hello.
that's Mike. He says hello, y'all. And
Mike, are you using the Olight Mini?
Yeah, I got the newer Mini 2, the newer one with the brighter white and all the goods.
Okay.
you have fantastic
I'm
coverage
gonna
right now.
I'm gonna show. Well, actually, never mind. I can't. My camera's on. I was gonna say if you guys want to get it, but it does. So you see how he has different colors. This is what I suggest to people. If you don't have a blue, if you don't have a UV light, use the blue light to check certain tree markings for certain things. You can use the different color lights to pick up on different color things.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So when he used that red light, he was able to capture something. He was able to capture eye shine that we weren't able to see with a white light.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Is that cameraman over there, Mike?
Yeah.
I think so.
Mhm. Yeah. See, I want the audience to also notice how dark it is. I mean, it's pitch black out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
When Mike turns the lights out,
There you
there's nothing out there. You can't see in front of your face, y'all.
Let's game
That's
over
how we
here.
research right there.
Yeah, there's the cameraman. Yeah, my light's running low too. Yeah, mine too.
Man.
Find that top of the ravine.
Yeah, you always want to bring so they bring glow sticks with them, which is important. You always want to kind of leave yourself glow sticks. If you go far in somewhere you don't know, leave glow sticks as a trail behind, but also carry glow sticks as a backup too. So if you do run out of power, if you do run out of complete battery and you're stuck or whatever, and you need to be rescued, or you need just some sort of light to at least see your footing, you should have some glow sticks on you, some that last for a while.
Yeah, I carry a backup light in my pocket on my
course.
leg.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I know
for
you
this
guys
for
have
this place,
multiple lights.
yeah. Oh man, the glow sticks definitely. Like, there's been so many times where we've gone someplace for the first time. Like a lot of rapid changes. We had periods where we were going someplace totally different, like every other night. And there, without the glow sticks, it would be kind of a nightmare to find your way back to where you're at. Because most people who've been in the woods, especially if you go at night with lights, you get turned around sometimes, and it's really easy, and you don't know where the hell you're at.
Oh yeah, real easy.
I think Derek's invited me up to Portage. Okay, Derek, holler at me. I want to come up there, actually. That would be awesome. I need to make a trip to Ohio. We got to do some cryptid field research.
If you're interested, I mean, I'm gonna go back. I think and then I think I'm gonna go in. I was
About 12 trees with female pheromones.
There are different. I mean, I would like to go in like a spring season too, but I also do want to go around September because I want to hit the West Virginia Mothman Festival in September.
Well, that was weird. We had just a few random kind of signs, but they were pretty distinct. Though I'm not gonna really underplay it, because that whoop I heard was really distinct. That was one of the more like actual whooping sounds, that one of the clearer ones I've ever heard. So that was very interesting. Plus that scream when we were sitting there when we first started, that was kind of crazy because it didn't sound like a person at all. It didn't even sound like a human. It just sounded eerie as heck. It's been pretty interesting here tonight.
Mike, what's the Milligos looking like right now?
Let's see. Fire it up. I hear a chopper. There's a Black Hawk somewhere up above. I don't hear it now, but let's see.
You know, they say that whenever there's Bigfoots in the area, sometimes the black helicopters will show up, and then the Bigfoots are no longer. They're no longer there the next day.
Yeah, well, it interrupts for sure. It interrupts.
Getting
gone
about
down?
two. About two.
It's gone down. Interesting.
Still elevated.
It definitely interrupts
Yeah.
them.
Now there's a plane.
It's nice and
whistle.
creepy out there.
I'm gonna whistle, but I'm gonna mute me so I don't blow
Okay.
everybody's ears out.
Okay. Man, this is fantastic, y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. Mike, MT Paranormal Life is whistling right now. I feel like I need to whisper.
Oh, I just one of my lights just dimmed. Yeah, my
Mike, have
light
you ever
dimmed.
had any? Oh, it dimmed. Have you had
Yeah,
any
dimmed.
missing time out there?
Missing time.
Missing time.
I haven't really experienced that, but the cameraman and trapper had one crazy experience like that over at West Branch. Well, I heard another call of some kind. Back that way. Whoa.
Yeah,
Something going on back there now.
anyone that likes this kind of stuff, please subscribe to these guys. MT Paranormal Life, cameraman, crew. I mean, myself, I do this all the time. You know, I mean, if you guys are interested in going out in a field like this,
Yeah, check us out.
Yeah, great channels, y'all. These are boots on the ground field researchers, y'all, and so that's why this is what we do out there.
they came out to Long Island too. They came out and
Had a great time there.
Well, when are y'all coming to Georgia? That's the question. When are y'all coming down to Georgia?
Well, me soon.
All of you.
I would like to. I've got
All right.
nothing but time on my hands.
Yeah, me soon. And I mean, Mike, if you want to link up and just kind of somewhere, maybe we could meet at like Allegheny and then like shoot down together.
Yeah, I'm down.
Because I think like Southern Allegheny would be like a nice, like a good point to like kind of somewhere like that.
And I don't have much light left on this.
Thank you, Amory 144. Hey, JJ, see you on Saturday. Oh my gosh, you're coming to the Georgia Bigfoot Conference. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to meet you. That's going to be fantastic, y'all. I am speaking at the Georgia Bigfoot Conference this weekend. I will be in Tiger, Georgia. I'm speaking around 1:00 in the afternoon. So y'all definitely come there and hang out with me. And I'll be out in the field doing some Bigfoot research this weekend too, just like Mike's doing right now.
Got to.
All right, I'm going to head down here and meet up with Jack, and
All right.
we're going to say goodnight, and we're going to punch on out.
Sweet. Mike T, thank you so much for hanging
you're
out
welcome.
with us.
It was fun.
This has been fantastic. Let's please do this again sometime. Okay. Like
Okay.
we got to do this like once a month at least. Okay. All right. Thank you. And please tell the cameraman we said thank you. as well.
I'm going to catch
y'all-
up to him right now.
All right. Y'all,
He's going to say
stay
goodnight
safe.
to you.
okay. Please stay safe out there and please keep us posted on whatever you guys run into tonight.
There he is.
All right. Hey, thanks
Still
for
do.
being here tonight. Y'all be safe out there.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for
Fantastic.
joining us out here.
Of course.
I got to
Listen,
get
our
on one of
audience
your
is
shows
loving it.
one time.
Hey,
Yeah,
you tell me when you're ready. You come on anytime. You're always open and
right, that'd be awesome.
okay. Awesome. All right. Y'all be safe out there. Keep us posted. Okay.
All right. God bless.
All right. Bye,
All right,
y'all.
guys.
Have
Good
a great
night.
night. Okay. Oh my God. How cool was that, LIB? How cool was that? We have to start doing this more often. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I could do this
You
for
do it all the
anytime.
time on your channel. You always do it.
Yeah, I mean, no,
Yeah.
but it is nice that you did that. They have some special spots they go, and they have some high quality equipment, So if you guys are interested in what MT was using, there are like I have an Olight that's about like a pound, and it's heavy duty, but it's not as heavy duty, but he's using this right here basically. So this is a mini version. It's called the Olight Warrior 3, I believe. And so what you do is you cut it on. Once you cut it on,
The Olight. What?
sorry guys, you see the
Never heard of
battery
that.
there, and yeah, so it
Don't blind us, Mike.
I'm
Don't
not gonna
blind us.
do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm
Don't
just
twist the camera.
yeah, so you get quite a bit of action out of it.
You get some
And
action out of the Olight. Interesting. Okay. That's funny.
and
I
you
love
don't
that.
you don't need batteries. It recharges. So and if anybody decides to get one, use you use like Codeman Cameraman or whatever, you get a discount or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we need to get the link for that. Let's
So
get
like,
the link.
well, like there's
up for everybody.
things like anything you use, you can put in your
On your YouTube channel?
description when you go live.
Yeah.
And then if somebody decides to buy it, YouTube will give you like a 5% commission on it or something.
Man, we gotta support y'all. We gotta support other people.
It really doesn't mean a lot, but when you're paying for
It
a
does.
$200 phone or whatever, flashlight,
An Olight.
it helps, it helps.
Every little bit helps. It absolutely does.
But
Speaking of which,
I swear by Olight. Olight is Olight. It's a great brand. Great brand.
Okay. Thank you. That's new to me. I'm gonna definitely have to get one of those for sure.
Yeah.
And Hill City Stacker 33. Thank you so much for that super sticker. It says coolest Bigfoot stream I ever been a part of. New format maybe. Hint hint. Wink wink. We're gonna look into doing this actually. And yeah, as much as I'm out in the field too. I mean, I'm usually not in the field when I'm doing it. It's my show time. So we'll look into that. I'm looking into Starlink, y'all. And maybe we can start doing some boots on the ground shows on Saturday nights with my team.
I was doing it. I was doing it before it was cool. Now it's like it's a beautiful thing because like the cameras are so good. On the phones, the lights are so good. Like it's really a nice thing. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
That was like what he was doing just then was exactly what we do out in the field. I mean, wow. I was okay. So I was telling the audience, like, I've had a rough week, y'all. It's been wild. Okay. And I am tired. I'm exhausted right now.
I'm spent. I get it.
I'm so spent. We're all tired tonight. I know y'all in the audience are too. There's something weird about the energy this week, where it's just been nonstop, just, pecking at me and stuff with everybody. It's crazy. And today I've had to change the show over and over again. And this is ultimately what we had. This is one of my favorite shows I've done in a long time, y'all. And it wouldn't have been possible if I had not had this, series of unfortunate events all day. And so that's how the universe works. That's how God works sometimes. This is actually the best case scenario that could have happened. I was having this wonderful show tonight with Mike Tornicasa, Mike from LIB Mike over here, and the cameraman man, this has been wonderful. And Still City Stacker, thank you for that super sticker again. That was so sweet of you. And that's just how the world works sometimes. Sometimes we just gotta relax, go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. And it always works out for the best.
And
Okay.
try
Right.
and some of the best things you can do is side by. So what they're doing is they're going close by each other and filming. And they're via walkie-talkie communicating back and forth, but they're having different experiences, which is kind of cool, but you can even do it from different states, like go live, you know what I'm saying? And kind of sync up and see if things match up, you know what I mean? Yes.
Got to flow with the go, Mike. Flow with the go. Thank you, BD.
I think that's a cool experiment to try too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta flow with the go.
Flow with the go. Yes, put the right accent on the right syllable while you're at it too. Okay, don't ever forget that, y'all. Words of wisdom from our late night crew over here. It's actually not that late. It's only on Thursday, right?
I'm very glad you finally linked up with them guys. They're great people, man. I stayed with
people.
I stayed with Jack for about a week. They both stayed with me for a few days. Great guys.
Oh yeah, wonderful people. That's all I have around me these days are just the best of the best people. Just wonderful, good vibration folks, and we all should, surround yourself with good people, y'all. It makes all the difference. It really does. And unfortunately, I know that we had to change the show today and everything, but it was for circumstances beyond all of our control. And we're going to have MK Davis on the show next week, hopefully. And of course, and by the way, to my good friend Bart Nunley, he's had to cancel as well for Saturday. He and Letitia are not feeling well, and I don't know. There's a chance he might come on, but I'm gonna change that up. We're gonna have a great show on Saturday night, no matter what. We're gonna get a good guest on there and bring Barton on when he feels better. So I wanted to give you guys warning. Barton may not be here Saturday night, but we're gonna have a great show with a great guest. I promise. Okay. I don't know. Maybe the cameraman will come on. But we'll see. We'll see, y'all. And yeah, I don't know. I did want to address one of these comments. I know Corey had mentioned that Jesus Payan, that's Gonzo from Breaking Bad, y'all.
Yeah.
And, used to come on our show a long time ago. And said he found some amazing details about the Patterson-Gimlin footage where he found she'd been shot in the eye from an elevated position. Okay. Well, that's interesting because my remote viewing data does. Okay, now the controversy was she a real Bigfoot or was that a person in a suit? And my remote viewing data did suggest that whatever it was getting shot at. Okay, and got hit by bullets. Okay, so that's in my remote viewing data. So I don't think a man in a costume would have gotten hit by bullets and survived that or something. But just saying, that was in the data, and we're gonna kind of get into that more whenever MK Davis comes back on with us, and we'll talk about that. But I don't know. What do you think about all that fiasco, Mike? What do you think about the controversy in the cryptid community right now? I almost don't even want to address it because I don't know much about it. And I just know what I know. And I don't know a lot.
Controversy.
Controversy. The divide. The rift within the community.
Oh,
isn't there always a rift in the community? That's all this is.
A patty?
Rift. Patty.
About patty? I mean...
Pate. Put the right accent on the right syllable.
I don't know. I'm not. I guess I missed it. But, no, but I mean, I don't get involved because I just
energy. I guess
to me, it's doing the same thing. This is what I'm trying to get at about this Patty video. Is it's doing like what politics. It's keeping us in the past. You know what I mean? It's not we're not coming together and moving forward, and I don't know. You know, I get a message once a week, twice a week, 3 times. Hey, I saw your video. People took this video of yours and used it over here, and they put it up, and da, 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 da. And people are using it just for credit. That's all they want. They want their clicks. They want their views. They want their, you know what I mean? Now, this is an important video, obviously, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, again, it's holding us back. Like, it's holding us back. Why are people arguing about this still? You know what I mean? Like, why? The dog trainer guy, Peter Kane dog trainer. People,
No.
the guy with the frozen Bigfoot in the freezer.
Oh, the guy with the yeah. Okay. You
People
mean
are still talking about that.
last name was Dyer?
I have
Was that
people
him?
asking me all the time about this guy. They send me that video. Oh, did you see this? Did you see this? And I'm like, oh, like where do I start? Like.
Oh man, I know. I just know what I've experienced. Peter Kane. That's what Bigfoot Dwarf said. I don't know if that's who that is.
Yeah, Peter Kane dog trainer. Yeah, he's a comedian.
Okay. He's a dog trainer?
That's just what he calls himself. He just, I don't know if he is a
dog trainer. Yeah.
I don't know.
Eric has been on our show before. He's Harry Man Road, formerly Media Palace, and he was the one that was at South by Southwest, and he was talking about that documentary that he saw, or that video, and he's the one that's putting out a lot of this information. Maybe we'll have him back on the show. I know we're going to have him back on the show. I've talked to him a couple months ago. He'll come back on the show, and he said his book Bigfoot: The Redacted Truth has the FOIA document from Washington state government banning Bigfoot hunting with a chunk of hair taped to it. What in the world? I didn't know about that. We'll have to ask him about that. But he's actually the person that has put out a video about what he saw. He witnessed the documentary. And so I don't know. We'll see. I know the MK has done such extensive work on that. I know even my cousin is an artist.
Oh,
with MK on the body proportions and stuff, and I don't think it could be a human. But you know what? I don't know at this point. I mean, my remote viewing data suggests that it was definitely not a human.
MK, yeah, it's like obsessive. Like every time I look, he's done something.
Somebody's got to be
slightly different, and I think he's got enough. You know what I mean? Like,
somebody's got to obsess over it. Just saying.
I think you have people.
I don't have time to do that.
I think you have people like what's the guy's name? Who does it real quick? Yeah, he does it real quick.
Steel City Stacker got it.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with everything he does or says. I don't really know. I don't know. I don't really. It's not my business. Like, I'm at the point. I think we had this conversation the other day. You asked me, "Hey, that video you posted of those moose hitting that police truck, was that AI?" And I'm like,
that was AI.
It says, I don't know, maybe, probably, but if it's at the point now where if I didn't film it, I really don't know anymore. You know,
it is difficult, and as cryptid field researchers, that sucks for us. But I can kind of tell too. Like there's this weird energy to those videos. It's like you can tell I can usually tell they're fake. I usually can.
No, of course. Yeah, of course. Like, and the way they move and most of the AI, they move very slow. Like it's a very clear photo. Like that's not really the way things go down, you know. There's a guy who had a good video a while back. He passed since. The guy says, "Oh, there he goes," or whatever, and the Bigfoot walks across on there. The guy passed away. His son took over. I forget his name now.
Oh no! Oh, that's Scott Carpenter and his son, T Carp. I think.
No,
Is that who you're talking
not them.
about? No. Okay, I don't know. I just know
Not-
Scott, his son.
but what he says is there. Look, there he goes. So he must have seen him at another
There you
place.
go.
And that
Well, he's not DRT. I'm just kidding.
it happened to me when I filmed one time, and
The Freeman film. Yeah, the Freeman film. That's what it is.
and there it is. And then
Is the
you
Freeman
have
footage, is that the independent safe footage or is that different? I can't remember.
no, it's different. It's different. But the
Different, okay.
independent safe footage is my favorite footage.
Yeah.
Now, here's my issue with it. Where does it come from? Where'd it come from? Like, where? I've been trying to find where it originated for a long time, and I can't. And it's my favorite footage. I love it. I think it's amazing. It looks like what I've seen. It moves like what I've seen to an extent.
Okay, here, I'm going to pull it up for the audience. Y'all want to see this? Would the audience like to see the Freeman footage? Let's see. Let me pull this up. And let's see. We're just commentating over this tonight, by the way. Paul Freeman Bigfoot footage. And I'm going to mute this and hope for the best. Listen, when I did that whole show, the last show I did with MK Davis got deleted off my YouTube channel, by the way, y'all. If you're wondering why you cannot find the video, this is the Paul Freeman footage, copyrighted 1994, y'all. And this is the Bigfoot footage. There he goes, right there. And but I actually had someone put a copyright strike on my channel for that, and I got to say it's because of a picture that I showed of Patty, and it turns out there's a whole lot of really, really dense infighting when it comes to the Patterson-Gimlin film and all the footage and the pictures. And I mean, now we're at this whole hoax thing that we got going on right now. But even before that, just like the divide amongst the people who believe that Patty was getting shot at or whatever, and then the other people that like claim that never happened, it's been really hard. And so if somebody, like when MK came on my show, there are people who really don't like him, and they will find whatever they can to put copyrights to get those shows taken down that he comes on, because that happened to me.
Listen,
Okay?
I have a list. I have a list from YouTube of videos that I can click on and because it tells me every time somebody took my footage, right? And it tells me every time, and I can copyright strike them. I can do it. And I was like,
well, you can choose to do that, or you can be cool and not do that and talk to somebody about it.
Yeah,
where you do that.
I just
choose
don't
not to do that.
I just don't do it at all. Yeah, I don't talk to them either. That's whatever. Like, whatever. Like, they did what they did.
Right.
Whatever. I don't care whether it was good, whether it was bad. I don't care. It's not why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I've had people trash me. I've had people, praise me. I've had people in between. I'm not for everybody. Nobody is. You know what I mean? So I've accepted that, and I kind of just go with the flow, right? We go with the
flow with the go, baby. That's right.
There's so many things happening in our lives, like so many things
I know
that are.
Well, but you know what? Well, here's the thing, Mike. I don't mean to interrupt you, but here's the thing, Mike. This is the point to where we've gotten with like the whole disclosure movement. And I'm very much for full disclosure on stuff. And I know that I'm on teams and I've been under NDAs and stuff with my research. And I was never public for 10 years. Okay. I'm a long time boots on the ground field researcher. And I know how this stuff works, y'all. And I know that there's reasons to keep things disclosed because of the locations. We're trying to protect the habitats of some of these Bigfoots and some of these creatures that are out there.
Right.
But, when it comes down to it, we got this like whole online stuff. And I mean, just the infighting and everything is absolutely, it gives me a headache. all of it.
It does, yeah.
And then it bleeds onto my channel when I bring people on. That we're just trying to do full disclosure over here as much as we can, and we're trying to just be open about it. And there's so much. I mean, I literally have had a rough week, y'all. I've had a rough week, and I think it does stem from all the disclosure that I do here on my channel and stuff. I think that there's pushback, and it comes from the most unlikely of people in unlikely places. And there's a network specifically trying to keep things under wraps and to throw the narratives off and stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and say this tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So I was sent a video, and if you guys want to stay tuned for just a minute, we're going to go full disclosure. Okay. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't care anymore. Okay.
Sure.
But Nick Sylvester, a good friend of mine, I was talking to him on the phone today, and he had sent me a video of this disclosure when it comes to the cryptids and stuff. And I think it was from the cat. Y'all know who Cabin in the Woods is on YouTube? That's a great channel, by the way. I don't know that guy, but it was super, super interesting. This video that he sent me, he's talking about the triangle of silence. Okay. And I'm just going to talk about it. This is for entertainment purposes only, though. I want y'all to know that. All right. Thank you, Rose Thistle. Yeah, MK did slow down the Freeman footage and shows the Bigfoot face light up and blast the camera with radiation or some kind of energy force right before the Bigfoot goes and picks up a baby. Yes, that's wonderful. I've seen that. And that is a big part of that footage right there. But there's something from this video. Now, this is, like I said, for entertainment purposes only. They call it, the cat, he calls it triangle of silence. It's basically reinforcing a fabricated reality. And I think that this really does connect to what we've been talking about tonight and this whole Patterson-Gimlin film as well. Now, this is what this fella said. I'm only quoting what this gentleman says. Okay. The Smithsonian, he said there's a triangle and then there's 3 parts to it. And there's the Smithsonian. They curate the past. This is quoting him. They curate the past. They decided long ago that giants and wild men didn't fit their storyline or narrative. Then there's the U.S. Park Service, like the National Park Service. They control geography and access. They're not preserving the land for us. They're corralling us away from what's out there. That's what this guy said. And then there's the third one, the U.S. Forest Service and the logging industry. And they're the most dangerous, according to this guy. He said they control the economy because you can't log a forest if a protected creature lives in it and it's a matter of profit and loss. Follow the money, follow the mandates, and follow the maps, he said. And what is really hidden behind these no trespassing signs? Why are we getting like I'm planning to go out to some forest roads this weekend, and they are, half of them are closed down right now.
Yeah.
And they're doing control burn. I can understand they got to do control burns and stuff, but Bigfoots are, like, stop us from going there. These public lands, right? So,
yeah. Sometimes now, yeah, and that's another thing that came up recently. Like some guy said that very cockily that before him nobody spoke about things happening in national parks at all, and this and that. And that's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard in my life, because first of all, I mean, I'm sure a million people said it before me, but I've said it way before this Joe Schmo. And like, that's a hotspot for a reason. There is an absolute reason that they are national parks or state parks, or they're picked for a reason, because they are known to be hotspots. So they are closed down at night. Even if you can camp there, you are contained and kept in a certain area, right?
Corralled. We're corralled.
Yeah, you're
cattle
there, right? And
yeah, we're gated off. Like most of the time we go out there, a lot of times the places where we like to research, or the gates are locked, they're closed. You know what? Here's something really cool though. So I was in Alabama about a couple months ago, and I met a gentleman. I'd shout out to the gentleman. I can't remember your name. I got your card in my purse though. I know I got your card. But he worked with, I'm not gonna tell you who he worked for, because that's not important. Okay, I never disclose my contacts, y'all, but he works for some agency in Alabama, let's just say, right? And he was like, "Look, I got a key to all the gates. You know, you want to go do some real Bigfoot and holler at me, you know." And because there are people that do hold the keys, they literally hold the skeleton key to all those gates, basically, and that's where all the Bigfoots are. But why are we being kept out of those places? You know, I understand for preservation purposes too. Maybe they are protecting our Bigfoots out there. Maybe not. I don't know. What is behind the no trespassing signs?
Well,
That's
yeah,
what Cabin in the Woods guy said. So
yeah.
I thought that was a cool show, though.
But even when I see things like I'll hike a certain areas. Let's just say, I don't know. Let's just say I hike a certain area, and I'm the only one out there for the most part, and all of a sudden there'll be a sign that says, "Oh, rattlesnake area over here." Like,
ticks. You got ticks up there.
well, no, I'm talking. Well, yeah, ticks too, but I'm talking about like upstate New York, like on the side of a mountain. Okay. You know, my son's coming, so
Okay.
so yeah, like, but I mean, and who's gonna test that? Who's gonna test? I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna go hike the side of this rocky ass mountain and see if, oh, is it really rattlesnakes or is it a big, because you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then I'm not going to be in the right mindset anyway because I'm going to be worried about damn getting poisonous rattlesnake. Most of the things I do by myself. Luckily, you have a full-blown team that goes out with you. Now,
Right.
well,
I
I
do.
guess I
There's
could.
Jamie.
I
What's
guess
up,
if
Jamie?
I guess if I could be patient, I could do things with a team too, but I like to go out so damn often that yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, you're a lone wolf out there, Mike. You are. You gotta be careful.
I do what I gotta do.
Cameraman them though.
Well, there's to it. I do what I
yeah.
have to. There's not many. There's a million paranormal researchers, a million, but there's no cryptid research.
Right.
And, obviously Brian Minnick, Montauk Strange, has become a large cryptid researcher too because of everything that he's experienced throughout the years coming with me. But and I've become a Montauk enthusiast because of him.
Oh yeah, and there's Bigfoots at Montauk.
Oh, I mean, and I didn't know. He was the one that taught me, hey, don't feel so alone. Hey, like this has been documented since the 80s, like, and then some. So we weren't searching the right keywords either because I was searching for Bigfoot encounter. And there was a guy who had a Bigfoot sighting, and then he was on the news, and then next thing you know, he redacted everything, and that was going back about 10 years now, and he redacted everything because I kept getting messages. Oh, was that you the guy? Was that you the guy who found that? I said, no, it wasn't me. But what happened was, to that guy, what happened to him was the same thing that happens to me. 90% of the encounters I receive, that I don't witness myself, come from boat captain, and they come back in early mornings or late at night, or go out early mornings, whatever, in the dark, and the waters are freezing, and they see the Sasquatch standing, knee, waist deep, whatever, just digging down and mollusk fishing, taking bundles and bundles and bundles of mollusks, mussels, whatever it may be. And it's impossible Don't get me wrong. It's literally impossible to stand out there comfortably. Even if you're in a wetsuit, I mean, you still would need a flashlight of some sort. You would need to, like you would need gear. Like you wouldn't just have, like you wouldn't just be down there digging and stuff like that in this water in this weather. I don't even care if it's the middle of summer. You're not going out there like in the dark to do these things, you know.
Oh yeah, I do. Norse Oscar says, I believe your state military are hiding the truth. Yeah, probably so. I don't know. Maybe I should address this before we go tonight, Mike. What do you think? I don't know if he's listening, but yeah, I saw some people in the chat. I got brought up this week, y'all, on that channel where the guy locates, or he doesn't locate, but he talks about all the missing people in our national parks. And I used to always promote him all the time, and was one of his biggest fans. And he went off on me this week. I don't even know the guy. And it has something to do with remote viewing. And I just want to say, I did not write a letter into him. Someone else that watches my shows wrote into him and told him about my remote viewing data, about all those missing persons clusters. And he got very emotionally charged over that on his show this week. So yeah, it was weird, y'all. It was weird. BD sent me a link that morning, and I watched that, and it's very disappointing, actually. And
I
yelling that I needed to show proof and stuff. And I'm a remote viewer. I offer data. I never say like this is proof of anything. Y'all know I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay. But we had some really good data. And I think Barry wants to address this on his show Sunday. So y'all tune into Barry Littleton's channel. I don't have a lot to say about it because, I have people that come at me all the time. And so it's always about remote viewing. It's weird, y'all. It's weird.
It really, people are going to go one side or the other on it. They're either going to agree with it or disagree with it. And the people who will agree with it aren't going to understand the flip side of that coin. And now, if you did find something, let's just say you remote viewed and found out some secret scenario like a Montauk project.
Yes.
Now, what are you going to do with that? You're going to go public with it? You're gonna go and tell everybody about it and do this and that. You know how much hellfire that brings down on you. So you have to. So I'm doing
stuff that other people don't have the balls to do. Is what I'm doing, y'all. Okay. And there's always going to be pushback. There's always going to be pushback no matter what. And so I do need to address this, okay? Because it was just kind of out of pocket, in my opinion. And I don't know that gentleman at all, but I've always supported his work. And so that is my side. And that's all I can say is I thought it was very, very disappointing. Very disappointing.
It was shitty. It was shitty.
It was really bad. They shouldn't have, telling people not to like follow me or listening to me and stuff,
That's just really yeah. And I'm sorry.
We're actually very here's my thing too, is like what I do is very, I don't want to say futuristic and like we're like ahead of the game over here, but we kind of are in a lot of ways. And you also have to look at it this way too, that gentleman is a police officer and a detective. And I have worked with law enforcement to help locate missing people. And I have located bodies and missing people before, more than you guys ever would know, because it's not public what I do. So I do, but everything, I think some of that stuff was taken out of context and stuff. And I don't know, whoever wrote in, I do appreciate y'all. I know I got a lot of people who really support me and stuff, and I appreciate that.
I didn't even get to that part. I got to the part where where I heard, and I'm not saying anything bad, and I'm not saying anything, that this is da 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 da. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. And I cut it off there. And then I heard, I was told to write it.
It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. Hey, my name's out there. I reached a whole bigger audience now. So welcome in. If you guys are new from that channel, welcome into my channel. I appreciate y'all. And we only have fun over here. I don't sit around and complain, and I'm not grumpy. Okay. And I don't talk bad about people. Okay. No. So y'all come over here for no drama. And it's all fun and games, and we have a really good time. It's not all fun and games, really, but we do have fun. And we're just out here to learn the truth and to get full disclosure and not be gatekeepers and hide things. And
Because let me tell you
accuse
right now,
people of doing weird stuff, y'all.
there's people in here. There's people in here like me right now. I can guarantee you there's 100 people in here right now that could tell you where a Bigfoot family resides.
Yeah.
They're not going to say where that is.
They need to be protected as well. We need to protect
whether
our
they
people.
do or they don't. It's the way it ends up. Because at first you think you need to tell everybody and you want to tell everyone where they are because you want the proof, and that's so important, but it's really not. When you really, really get into it, it's really not the important part. It's really not.
Yeah.
Thank
you. Y'all are so sweet.
Anyway, yeah.
We have the best chat in the world, by the way. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, sorry I went on a little tangent here, guys. I just, I like
Mike's my friend, y'all. See, Mike, you're actually my friend outside of all this stuff online. Like, we're not just like online YouTube friends. Like, we're friends in real life. Okay. Yeah. And I got some ride or dies, y'all. I do have some really good friends. Okay. And y'all listen, I'm not saying don't go. Y'all go to Barry's channel on Sunday. He's probably going to be addressing this too. So, yeah, Barry was actually going to come on tonight, but he had something else he had to do last minute. So, so he had to back out quick too.
Maybe
but I think we had a great show tonight.
Maybe Barry will call.
Barry's going to go. He's going to go off on Sunday. Y'all just wait. Y'all know how Barry gets all worked up.
Yeah,
I love you, Barry.
So fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
what's up, Jamie? Jamie says, I'll never understand the beef in this community. We're such a niche group. Our goal is to work together to find the truth. We do. Yeah. And Jamie, that's right. Jamie goes out on my team. She came to the Georgia Bigfoot conference last year, and now she's a part of one of my teams, y'all.
The opinion side of it,
and all your sisters.
The opinion side of it is fine. That didn't bother me none. The opinion side of it, great. That's fine. But to say, do not watch someone. Do not.
A little much.
Sorry. You're okay, man. You're okay.
Y'all don't. Listen. I don't make people watch me. Okay, I don't make anybody watch me. Y'all have it's all free will here. And listen, I've had a lot of people.
If you don't like the cut of my jib, you don't like my accent, you don't like my name because you dated a guy named Mike, you don't like my area, you don't believe me, you don't believe, whatever the case may be, don't give up on the subject. Go somewhere else, do something, you know what I mean? Like, because this is a very important thing and we should all work together, but whatever the case, you know what I mean? Like, I'll recommend you somewhere else that's good. You know what I mean? Like, and and whatever. There's yeah.
Listen, y'all, we're just here having fun. If I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do this. Neither would Mike. We really do love to do what we do here, and so we have the best support system, man. Y'all are so great. Thank everybody for being here tonight.
And thank you all for the tips tonight, because as you know, we don't make shit here. We don't make jack shit, and she doesn't ask for anything, but you guys help her out, and I'm not able to right now. So thank you guys. So,
Jamie said to tell the haters to chew on some Vieners. Get some Vieners, y'all.
Not even a Vienna's, just that nasty shit.
Vienna's? Mike, how do you say Mike? How do you say Vienna?
Vienna sausage. Vienna sausage. Vienna sausage.
Vienna. You look so serious when you say that.
Why? Vienna sausage.
Are you serious? Vienna sausage.
Yeah, Vienna sausage.
You not laugh when you say that.
Thing. Oh, you want to go by? Go ahead, babe. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just wondering how anyone can say Vienna or Vienna without laughing. How could anybody?
Listen, it got me so when we were in the army, right? We used to get meals ready to eat, which was basically astronaut food. They were like these bags of food and they were nasty, right? So occasionally we would get these things called I forget what they were, but occasionally they came and they had like
A little Tabasco.
they had like, it was like a box of like something, and it had a small Pringles can, a small Vienna sausage, like a Hawaiian punch, and like something else, like, you know, and like it was like heaven.
Are you having
And
flashbacks of this heaven in Vienna
now,
sausages?
I mean, they're gross now. You know, I had them I had corned beef the other night. I had it. I was so desperate. So what I did was I took the corned beef hash, you know, the fake potatoes and fake meat in the can, and I had the whatever flavor it was or whatever. So
Forget about it.
forget about it, right?
Forget about it. It's quittance. It's
So I
quittance for
took-
you guys.
It's great, it's for you. So I took it all and I put it all in a pan, and I just cooked it real slow, let it all heat up and sizzle, and then I took a couple of eggs and I cracked them and I threw them on top, cooked them for like 2 minutes, and 'cause I did it like I do when I go camping.
Pro tip, y'all. Eggs and what is that? Corned beef hash out of a can.
You guys always ask me to promote myself. Tomorrow, so I actually got recognized as one of the top whatnot guys for Toy World.
Woo!
Good
job, Mike.
March 20th to March.
Congrats.
My show is gonna be tomorrow around 7, and they sent me a little care package or whatever. So if you guys want to follow me over there, my name is Whatever's Clever 84, and it's gonna be a fun show. It's gonna be a fun show. There's gonna be a lot of stuff. Some of the toys are called chomps, which are like abominable. Like they're called. It's made by Abominable Toys, and they're actually Bigfoot. There's a bunch of them back there. There's a bunch of them back there. Actually, you could see them. Probably barely, but one's like Statue of Liberty. Tut. Anyway.
Whatever's clever. What is it called? Whatnot.com? Whatnot.com?
Yeah, but the app is just Whatnot, like Whatnot, yeah. Tammy Johnson found me very easily. She found me right away. She was there the next morning.
Oh yeah, somebody watching our show. She was watching our shows. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
She
so cool.
came in and supported me right off the bat. It was great. It was so funny. It was like, so other people might have been not said anything, but come through, hang out. It's a whole different world. I'm a whole different person. I let loose in there. I have a good time. We do a lot of cool things, a lot of fun things. But tomorrow's gonna be my bigger show.
We'll have to tune in for that. We'll tune in for that, Mike. Matt, that is so cool, you guys. And so if y'all go to Whatnot, to that app, please go find Mike, y'all. Whatever's clever. And also, Mike, you have a YouTube channel too. We got to promote your YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, that's one on Bigfoot.
Find you.
You can hang out there if you want. There's a lot of videos. You could watch a video a day at this point for probably 3 years straight. I have probably close to 3,000 videos. So I did quite a bit. I still do a lot, but I film less. I still gift a lot, but I just film a lot less. And
you're busy over on Whatnot.
He's
too busy. He's having fun over there.
But it's just there's not a lot of like it. There's phases, right? There's phases, and right now there's not a big what's the word? There's not a big like request for long-winded videos that walking and talking and hiking, and people want raw cut. They want the quickies. They want it fast. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's not my style. So, it'll come back.
You put out great videos though. You put out
Yeah.
great videos, man.
Appreciate
And
that.
it's
You know-
always fun. You've got some great orb videos. Remember those?
Oh, you have no
months
idea.
ago.
So if anybody really wanted to go through and look, like if I could go through and find like the highlights of the different times, like, and make just one video of it, it would be insane. Insane. Like when people say
Insane.
there's no proof or there's no proof of this or that, it's there. Oh, it's there. There are nuggets hidden in there. Like I don't call them out. You know what I mean? I might call the video, "Hey, happy Sunday," but 8 minutes in, there's a freaking orb that shines for freaking 10 minutes, and then disappears. So I just don't. I leave it for the people who really, really,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
Oh
Really,
yeah. Well, you've got some nuggies, some little chicken nuggies in yours, and I've got chicken fingers in mine too. So
Yeah.
yes, we got
You
little
know,
hidden nuggets.
Got
Got
my
hidden
son eating tater logs almost every morning.
logs.
Freaking tater logs.
Almost snorted on air, Mike. Yes, chicken
He
fingers and
does.
tater
He
logs,
eats
y'all.
tater logs almost every
It's
damn day.
logs.
And I'm like,
They're good.
dude.
Dip them in mayonnaise. That's the thing.
Well, he was doing ranch.
Mayonnaise is
He
good.
was doing ranch for a while. Now I moved him over to ketchup at least for breakfast because,
Oh my gosh, we're giving pro tips tonight, y'all. Pro tips: dip your tater logs in mayonnaise and ranch. Okay, ranch is actually better. I do it with some hot sauce. Okay, but yes, get your nutritional stuff, y'all. Viennas, whatever
Oh.
suits your, floats your boat, y'all.
drift
And,
speed.
yeah.
Whoever drift speed is, thank you.
Oh
Somebody
yeah,
found
drift speed. Oh
somebody
yeah, drift
found-
speed said that they are dropping major bank over on whatnot. Drift speed. Thank you, drift speed.
No,
And,
somebody popped over, so thank you.
wonderful.
Appreciate that. So I might go on tonight at some point just for a couple minutes, but I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day for sure.
Oh yeah, Duke's mayonnaise, y'all. I don't know. That's what I eat in the South down here. I love Duke's. That's if you ever wondered what kind of mayonnaise I like. It's not Miracle Whip. We go with Duke's.
Well,
Right.
I use
We got
Mike's.
Duke in the chat
I
too.
use
See Duke's
Mike's
usually in
mayonnaise.
here.
I use Mike's amazing mayonnaise.
We use Duke's. It's the only thing I'll eat.
And honestly, Duke's is good. I just like the
Yeah.
ones that come in the. Now I got lazy. I like the ones that come in the squeeze one.
Squeeze. I got
Yeah.
those too. Those are good for camping, actually.
But they're good for everything.
Duke's is
good
number
for
one. That's right, David Pardue.
They're good for everything. Because honestly, who the hell wants to stick a knife in there every time? And
Stick a knife in there.
yeah, stick
Oh,
a fork in.
My audience has still got PTSD from Barry talking about how he and I need to put our heads are going to go in a ketchup bottle together or something. Y'all remember that? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Joking around about orbs and stuff. Anyways, y'all, we got inside jokes here. We've been around long enough to have inside jokes.
Yeah.
Hey, David Pardue, what's up, David? He says Duke's is number one. I'm gonna see David in a couple of weeks, actually, in a little while. I'm gonna get to see David.
And listen, anybody who comes over to whatnot, you get a special if you buy anything, whatever, like I give things away, but everybody gets something free. Everybody gets something free.
Oh, y'all, he said free prize. Everybody comes over tonight to Whatever's Clever 84. Boonky time, I know all about that boom boom sauce.
It'll be
Okay?
something
I
like
love me some
this.
boom boom sauce.
Like this is a nice little
Ooh, it's like a bird skull.
Nordic bird skull.
Is that a
Like,
bolo?
could be a lot of things.
Go get you a bolo. I'm heading over. I'm
I
heading over
hope
right
you do. I hope you do.
right after the show. And it's on Whatnot app, whatnot.com, whatnot, Whatever's Clever 84. Y'all go check out Mike, give him a follow, and also go over to Long Island Bigfoot on YouTube, and please give him a follow, y'all.
Don't feel pressured.
Also-
Don't feel pressured to spend money. Just come hang. Come hang.
Y'all, spend money. He's awesome, y'all. Please do. Go support Mike. He needs to go buy some Viennas and tater logs tonight in the morning. And please go support our guys over at MT Paranormal Life, Mike, and cameraman as well.
Yes.
on YouTube. Please go
Yeah.
support them. They were gracious enough to take us out in the field with them tonight, and I am just elated. This is one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for co-hosting, Mike.
That was a good spot they were at today, because I'm glad they went there. Because it has good signal. The side they went on, if they would have went on the other side, it doesn't have good signal. So I'm glad they were over there. That's good.
For sure. For sure, y'all. This has been a fantastic show tonight. I want to thank everybody so much for being here. And for all my moderators for sticking around tonight. Y'all are the best. And I want to thank William Nighthawk for the super sticker, Moon at Noon for the super sticker, Amiriel 144. Thank you for the super sticker. I will see you on Saturday. Okay. And also Still City Stacker 33. Thank you so much for the super sticker as well. And I just want to thank all my channel members and Patreon members and Mike, thank you. And Mike, MT, and cameraman, thank y'all so much. Was that Jack? Is that who that was?
Yeah, Jack Riggs and
Jack.
yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jack. You're awesome. And I can't wait to have you on my show too. Okay, again. And so you guys
He's got a lot to offer. He's got a lot to talk about. I mean, I just yeah, he'll get on.
We got something in common. We got Bigfoot in common. But well, I hope y'all enjoy this.
He's got a lot of experience. You just gotta nail him down, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed it tonight. And please come back and see me on Saturday. Barton Nunley may not make it because he and Letitia are not feeling great. And but there's a little chance he might, but we will definitely have a wonderful show. I will be back here live. And so y'all please come back and see me on Saturday night. I will be fresh out of the Georgia Bigfoot Conference on Saturday. And before we go as well, here's a flyer. If you guys want to come see me at the Georgia Bigfoot Conference and Comic-Con that Saturday. It's at Big Shoals Junction. The address on that flyer is a little wrong. I put a 5 on there. It's not supposed to be in there. But Big Shoals Junction in Tiger, Georgia. Y'all come see me. I speak around little after lunchtime that day. And also I do have a Bigfoot town hall that I've put together in Whitesburg, Georgia. It's at the McIntosh Reserve Park. That's Saturday, April 25th. I've already had the hugest response to this. I thought it was going to be like a little event, and I've already got speakers lined up, and it's just out of control, y'all. It's going to be huge, probably. So yeah, instead of like 50 people, like I thought, it might be 500. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. If nobody shows up, I will be speaking there, y'all. So
that's how Whitehall and in New York and Pine Bush started out with like the first year I went to Whitehall, it was like there was, I mean, you could say hi to everybody. Yeah. After you see pictures, thousands of people now. Pine Bush, you can't even walk down the street. It's packed, like I wanted to show you this quick. It's called Cast.
Okay.
Perfect cool. Cast, it's called.
Is that for making casts?
Yeah. It's a 2-pound bag, 3 parts to 1 part water. So it's the other one I have is a lot heavier. You know what I mean? So I wanted to show you this to carry around. It's only 2 pounds and it works. So
oh my god. That's great. You can stick that in your bug out bag, or I guess you wouldn't want to be bugging out while you're bigfooting, but your backpack and stuff.
And it
do
dries.
You just add water to it? Just take a bottle of water.
I haven't used it yet, but I've had it for a while, but I haven't used it yet. It says 3 parts, 3 level scoops unpacked, and level scoop of water. But I mean, I don't know.
Well, y'all can figure. Y'all know how to read directions. Y'all just grab some of that. I have a big old thing of casting stuff downstairs, and it's too heavy for me to carry anywhere. So I just
because I'd have to buy a bunch and then put it in other bags, and then
and then you get pulled over, and you go to the cops have to test it.
This one seems to, I don't know.
Oh man, y'all don't be getting in trouble. Don't be getting pulled over with that powder in your bags and stuff. And be like, no, I swear it's just cast Bigfoot prints. I swear, officer.
This kid's still rolling around at 10:15. I'm being a bad dad, so let me
Okay.
go.
Well, we're heading out tonight, y'all. Thank you so much for this wonderful chat tonight, and thank you to everybody who's here, and everybody who's listening on podcasts. And if you are listening on podcasts, go over to the Cryptid Hunters channel on YouTube and check out the wonderful video where we were taken out into the woods of Northeast Ohio, where the Bigfoot surge has happened with MT Paranormal and the cameraman Jack. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys back here on Saturday. Please stay safe out there. Come see me at the Georgia Bigfoot Conference on Saturday morning and afternoon. I'll be there all day until I come back to see you guys again for Saturday night. All right, Mike, thank you so much for being here. Y'all rock. I love everybody here. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye, y'all.
So much.